Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Oakley ARO 3 Lite cycling helmet. While Oakley is best known for their sunglasses, they also have a full lineup of ARO cycling helmets. The lineup consists of the highly ventilated ARO 3, which we have here, the high-performance ARO 5, and the aerodynamic ARO 7. This review will be looking at the latest variation, the more affordable and lightweight ARO 3 Lite. As you can see here, the packaging is also very simple. You have the black packaging, gives a nice premium look, Oakley glossy logo, and that's about it. So it's very subtle, and you can see just glossy logos on there. And that's about it. So nothing else on the box. It's a standard helmet box with a slide-out tray. So we'll go ahead and open it up and go over the specs. Retail price on this is only $120. It's about $50 or $60 more affordable than the standard ARO 3 version. It is a non-MIPS helmet, and that's one reason why it's a little more affordable. It's been optimized for airflow, so large air channels and internal air channels really funnel air through the helmet. It has what they call ecstatic brow padding, so nice soft plush padding here that sits right in front of your head, and nice comfortable fit. You also have an eyewear dock, so if you have Oakley sunglasses or other brands, you can see the side vents are very well placed to allow you to place the temple arm through there and hold it when you're not wearing the sunglasses. You have a BOA 360 dial, so it's actually a BOA dial with the ratcheting design and very lightweight cradle system to keep you comfortable and nice form fitting. It's available in white and black. Here you can see the matte white version that we have. In terms of what comes with the helmet, pretty simple. You have a little BOA tag on the helmet. And then if we take out the tray, it has a little hidden compartment in here. You actually get a fabric bag, and that's really cool to see, especially at this price point. Most companies don't offer it. You get the Oakley logo, so you can stick this on something. You have a little instruction manual and a lot of safety information. A second pad here, which is nice to have. So a little more plush than the one that's in there. So you can always swap this in if this gets dirty or if it gets damaged. And then the fabric bag, which is a fabric bag with this mesh construction. That's a great way to store the helmet or to travel with it and prevent it from getting scratched. Now let's take a look at the weight of the helmet. Obviously it has the light in the product name, so we do expect it to be light. It's a couple grams lighter than the previous generation, but they don't explain how. So this comes in at 286 for the medium-sized version. So at sub 300, it's something you'll forget you're wearing pretty quickly. Now let's go over the fit and finish of the ARO 3 Lite helmet. The ARO 3 is optimized for ventilation and warm weather riding, and you can see that with the really large vents up front. And with these light version, there's no MIPS or any other liners that would block the airflow, so you have nice large channels down the middle. The helmet is only offered in this matte white, as well as a matte black option. You can get more color options with the standard ARO 3 with the MIPS liner and a little bit more expensive price point though. Now you can see the front, nice curves, the exposed foam on the inside, and with this white and black color scheme adds nice contrast. Nice smooth curves, almost a one-piece design. You can see the top portion, and then this little divider line with the bottom portion of the shell. You have air vents up the top and back through. A nice low profile design as well, so it's not going to be very domey, and I'll sit higher on your head to accommodate larger sunglasses. You have the sunglass dock right here in the front, so these two vents are a perfect spot to put in your temples of your sunglasses when you're all wearing them. You do have a semi-finished shell, so you can see there's exposed foam here, but they have partially filled it in with this, the shell, so it gives it a little more premium look until you look underneath. So with more expensive helmets, this will be fully wrapped, and that's just one way to kind of reduce the cost and the weight of the helmet. On the rear, this is probably our favorite feature of the helmet. You have this very distinct styling, minimal branding, just Oakley on the side, and then the back. But this reminds me a lot of automotive designs. Looks like an exotic sports car, like an Aston Martin, where this would be the taillights, and the exhaust would go here. It's a very smooth curves and definitely stands out versus other helmets on the market. You have that blunt trailing edge as well, so nice and aerodynamic, so smooth front, and then this kind of cutoff on the rear. You have the BOA dial system here. So it's a dual direction dial that you can use to adjust the fit. The cradle itself is fully adjustable as well, so you have 3 positions here. You just pop them out of the tab to move it up and down. A nice wide plastic fairing on the back so you don't feel any pressure points. Being a lightweight helmet, they've reduced some weight by using these lightweight wires to connect the cradle to the front instead of thicker plastic. And you can see it wraps all the way through, so as you tighten it, it really wraps around your head for the nice safe fit. You have nylon straps with these really wide Oakley branded side adjustments. So this is great to adjust it, to get it right underneath your ear. And with the wide design, you're not gonna feel it against your head. Standard plastic buckle, no magnetic buckle here, which definitely adds a little bit of weight. So very easy to use. Pop it in and out. And it's just black on the inside, which is a nice contrast again with the helmet. Big air channels down the center. You can see it really lets air up and through. There's no mix line or anything else that would block the airflow. And you have the removable pads here as well. So just Velcro, so pop out, clean it, and then minimal padding here as well. You can pop that out and wash that as well. Here you can see the ARO 3 helmet on the road. We've actually paired it with the new Oakley Cutout sunglasses as well, and they match really well. As you can see here, the helmet has a nice distinct look, and even though this is not a very sunny day, that white helmet stands out and has nice smooth curves. You can see the large air channels up front and the back. And it's very easy to adjust the helmet as well with that BOA 360 dial on the back and the soft nylon straps on the side. It also has that distinct styling with that almost automotive rear profile to it, and nice low profile design, so it's not a big domey mushroom style helmet. We do wish it came in more colors, but the white and black is a very classic color scheme that should match any kit you own. Now let's do a little comparison between the ARO 3 Lite and other helmets on the market. One of the recent helmets reviewed is the Lazer Sphere, and you can see nice smooth design. It has large air vents as well down the center, but a more traditional frame design. So you have these little side ribs that go up and to the back, whereas the Oakley has a little bit more distinct styling to it. You can see similar sized vents, but the Oakley just has less interference as there's no MIPS line or anything else. The rear is where the Oakley is more distinct. You can see again, very automotive styling rather than just large aggressive vents. Now the Lazer does offer more color options. We really like this stripes version as it stands out and has a color gradient, so it goes from blue to red in the back. So it makes it stand out aside from the standard matte black finish. More color options with Lazer as well versus the ARO 3, but you can see same low profile design, and the Oakley just looks a little bit more sleeker with that profile. The Lazer is also a little bit more expensive than the Oakley due to the MIPS liner. Now when you're talking about light helmets, the lightest helmet that we've reviewed on the market is the POC Ventral Lite. It is a very expensive helmet at, I believe, $275. And you can see a lot more vents than the Oakley, where these are blocked. The POC actually has them all cut out. So anywhere they could cut out, they did to really reduce the weight. You have the exposed foam, same as with the Oakley. And they've actually gone more aggressive, removing the shell entirely from the rear. Finished bottom though, which is unique to POC. So you have this accent color in the bottom, and that's what I meant by more expensive helmets usually have this covering. Makes it look a little more premium. You won't really notice it when you're riding, but when you take off the helmet, you do see the edge. Whereas this one has the exposed foam. But again, at $120, the Oakley is way more affordable than the POC. Same large air channels on both of them, and similar lightweight wire system. So POC has a single wire, while the Oakley has a dual dial setup, a dual wire setup with the dial in the back. But very similar styling, and they have that same two-piece shell design with the little ear cutout that curves up and that blunt trailing edge. But I think Oakley offers very distinct color styling, and at this price, it's quite affordable. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the ARO 3 Lite helmet. What we like about it is that it has an affordable price point. At only $120, you get the Oakley brand name, as well as the BOA labeled rear dial, which is pretty nice to see at this price point. It also has distinct and simple styling with smooth curves and that almost automotive rear end styling on the back of the helmet. It also has excellent airflow with the large air vents in front and internal channels that really help suck air through the helmet and keep you cool on warm days or slow climbs. Some of the cons for the helmet is the fact that they're limited color options. With the ARO 3 Lite, it's only offered in the white and black color version. You can get more colors with the more expensive ARO 3, which has MIPS. And speaking of MIPS, it is one downside of this helmet. You don't get MIPS or any other safety features, which is something that's a lot more common even at the $100 price point. Taking everything into account would give the ARO 3 Lite helmet an 8.3 out of 10. It's a very light and simple helmet with good styling and an affordable price point. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.